तू धरा हिला गगन गूंजा, नदी बहा पवन चला, विजय तेरी ज्योति सी जल जला, भुजा भुजा सब फड़क फड़क, रक्त में अग्नि धड़क धड़क, धनुष उठा प्रहार कर, तू सबसे पहला वार कर, अग्नि सी धधक धधक, हिरण सी सजग सजग, सिंह सी दहाड़ कर, शंख सी पुकार कर, रुके न तू थके न तू, झुके न तू, थमे न तू, सदा चले थके न तू, रुके न तू, झुके न तू।
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Vice Admiral Anil Jaggi, Ativishish Seva Medal, Commandant, National Defence Academy, and the entire team of NDA, we welcome you all to the passing out parade of the 150th course. This parade ground was named as Khetarpal Parade Ground in the everlasting memory of 2nd Lieutenant Arun Khetarpal, Paramveer Chakra, an alumnus of the 38th course, Foxtrot Squadron. He was posthumously awarded the highest gallantry award in the Battle of Basantar in 1971. Across the parade ground, ladies and gentlemen, is the quartermaster's fort, providing a majestic background. The structure behind you is the Manoj Pandey block, named after Captain Manoj Kumar Pandey, Paramveer Chakra, who is an alumnus of the 90th course, Mike Squadron, one of the many military heroes of the Kargil conflict.
The huge white mast that stands dominating the drill square is the mast from the Indian naval ship Delhi, rigged at the drill square of the National Defence Academy, Khadakwasla, on 21st May 1955. The mast measures 30.4 meters. It carries the national flag along with the Academy flag and symbolizes the height of dedication and devotion that a cadet has towards his duties. This mast has stood mute testimony to the rigors of training of cane drill, sword drill, rifle drill, foot drill, and ceremonial drill.
यह परेड मैदान लोकप्रिय रूप से ड्रिल स्क्वायर के नाम से जाना जाता है। यह 450 मीटर व 150 मीटर में फैला हुआ एक विशाल मैदान है। अकादमी का अंतर सेवा चरित्र परेड मैदान की लंबाई और चौड़ाई में स्पष्ट झलकता है। यह प्रवेश द्वार में तैनात बंदूकों और ड्रिल स्क्वायर के दोनों कोनों को देखकर स्पष्ट होता है। 2 विजेता टैंक, मिग-21 विमान और समुद्री विमान, भारतीय नौसेना के जहाजों की प्रतिकृतियां विराट और मुंबई, और इन सब से ऊपर विशाल मस्तूल तीनों सेवाओं का प्रतिनिधित्व करते हैं। The aircraft that you see on the left side of the entrance to the drill square is the Sea Hawk, single-seater fighter aircraft of the Indian Navy. It played a stellar role in the Indo-Pak War of 1971, the Golden Jubilee of which was celebrated in the year 2021. The aircraft to your right is the MiG-21, inducted in the aftermath of 1962 war. It has been the mainstay of the air defense fleet of the Indian Air Force till MiG-21 Type 96 aircraft were phased out some years back. However, an upgraded version, the MiG-21 Bison, played a pivotal role in the 1971 war, Kargil War, and the fierce skirmish with Pakistan, wherein Group Captain Abhinandan, Veer Chakra of 104th Coast India Squadron, shot down an F-16 aircraft of Pakistan Air Force with this old warhorse.
आपके सामने रखे गए दोनों टैंक विजयी हैं। इस टैंक ने भी 1971 में पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ युद्ध में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाई थी। ड्रिल सशस्त्र बलों में अनुशासन का आधार है। राष्ट्र को अपने सशस्त्र बलों द्वारा प्रदर्शित अनुशासन के अनुकरणीय मानक पर गर्व है। यहाँ पर इस परेड मैदान में भारतीय सशस्त्र बलों के भावी अधिकारियों के लिए अनुशासन की नींव रखी जाती है।
The Academy Adjutant, Lieutenant Colonel Avinash Pandey, Sena Medal from the 5th Battalion of the Kumaon Regiment is the embodiment of military discipline for cadets as well as the academy. He is ably assisted by Assistant Adjutant Major Aditya Nikra. The passing out parade marks the grand finale of the term and is held each term with clockwork precision amid ceremony and fanfare on this hallowed ground.
देवियों और सज्जनों, इस अवसर की पवित्रता को ध्यान में रखते हुए और इस संस्था और हमारे शहीद नायकों के सम्मान रूप में हम आपसे अपने मोबाइल फोन को बंद करने का अनुरोध करते हैं। कृपया पासिंग आउट परेड के दौरान बैठे रहें।
Map reading is Academy Cadet Captain Mayank Chaudhary of Lima Squadron. Squadron Cadet Captain Ayush Khan Chaube of Golf Squadron has been awarded the Ashok Pela Cup for being the best cadet in weapon training. The best cadet in tactics has been awarded to Squadron Cadet Captain Ayush Khan Chaube of Golf Squadron. The Order of Eklavya for excellence in firing has been awarded to Cadet Kartikeya Sangwan of Golf Squadron and Cadet Sarthak Yadav of November Squadron. Bayonet pins are awarded to cadets who excel in army service subjects. This term, bayonet pins have been awarded to 12 cadets.
The Government of Madras Cup for standing first in the Specialist Naval Service subjects is awarded to Cadet Quartermaster Sergeant Manela Nitin of Golf Squadron. The Chief of Naval Staff Trophy, instituted by Admiral O.S. Dawson for standing first in astronavigation, has been awarded to Divisional Cadet Captain Swastik Thakur of Romeo Squadron. The Seamanship Trophy, presented by Admiral Madhvendra Singh, the then Flag Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Western Naval Command, has been won by Cadet Bijendra Singh Shekhawat of Delta Squadron. Divisional Cadet Captain Swastik Thakur of Romeo Squadron has won the cup, presented by Admiral Sir Mark Pizy for standing second in Specialist Service Subjects, Navy. Cadet Siddhant Agte of Echo Squadron has won the cup, presented by Admiral R.D. Katari for being the best helmsman in yachting. Anchor pins have been awarded to 2 cadets.
Amongst the Air Force cadets, Battalion Cadet Adjutant Chirag Sharma of November Squadron has won the trophy presented by Government of Hyderabad for standing first in Specialist Service Subjects, Air Force. The Government of Madhya Bharat Cup for being the best cadet in flying has been awarded to Cadet Dev Dhaiya of Panther Squadron. Flight Lieutenant P.V. Apte Trophy for standing first in ground subjects has been awarded to Cadet Harshit Kumar Pandey of Golf Squadron. Squadron Leader S. Vasudev Memorial Book Prize for standing second in Specialist Service Subjects is awarded to Battalion Cadet Adjutant Chirag Sharma of November Squadron. Air Force cadets are awarded flying pins for their exceptional performance. Pins have been awarded to 5 cadets in the order of merit in Air Force Service Subjects.
देवियों और सज्जनों, अब हम 150 कोर्स की शैक्षणिक उपलब्धियों से आप सबको अवगत कराएंगे। अकेडमी कैडेट एडजुटेंट पीयूष रौतेला माइक स्क्वाड्रन ने विज्ञान की शाखा में प्रथम आते हुए जनरल के सुंदर जी द्वारा संस्थापित चीफ ऑफ द आर्मी स्टाफ ट्रॉफी जीती है। कैडेट क्वार्टर मास्टर सार्जेंट रणविजय त्यागी जूलियट स्क्वाड्रन ने कंप्यूटर साइंस की शाखा में उत्कृष्ट प्रदर्शन करते हुए एडमिरल सुरेश मेहता द्वारा संस्थापित चीफ ऑफ द नेवल स्टाफ ट्रॉफी के विजेता हैं। इस टर्म में बटालियन कैडेट कैप्टन सुशांत वर्मा पैंथर स्क्वाड्रन ने सामाजिक विज्ञान में प्रथम आते हुए एयर चीफ मार्शल एनसी सूरी द्वारा संस्थापित चीफ ऑफ द एयर स्टाफ ट्रॉफी जीती है। द सिल्वर मेडल फॉर स्टैंडिंग फर्स्ट इन ओवरऑल जॉइंट सर्विस ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम goes to Divisional Cadet Captain Avnish Mishra of Bravo Squadron.
Cadets who excel in various sports and physical activities are awarded with merit card, half blue, blue and blazer in order of proficiency. The silver medal for Best Cadet in Riding has been awarded to Cadet Soham Fade of Alpha Squadron. The silver medal for Best Cadet in Sailing has been awarded to Cadet Kartikeya Sangwan of Golf Squadron. The silver medal for Best Cadet in Shooting has been awarded to Divisional Cadet Captain R.N. Singh Thakur of November Squadron.
राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकादमी के विशाल परिसर में प्रवेश करते हुए राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकादमी के विशाल परिसर में प्रवेश करते हुए आगंतुक को प्रथम जो चीज प्रभावित करती है वह है कि संपूर्ण अधिरचना प्रकृति की गोद में कितनी सामंजस्यपूर्ण रूप से बसती है और विभिन्न भवन आसपास के वनस्पतियों और जीवों से कितनी अच्छी तरह मेल खाते हैं। यहाँ तक कि सहज रूप से देखा जाए तो यह स्पष्ट हो जाता है कि संस्थान की प्राथमिकताओं में पर्यावरण को बहुत ऊंचा स्थान दिया गया है।
राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकादमी में सेना प्रशिक्षण के लिए परिसर के भीतर बहुत सारे वन क्षेत्र हैं। इसमें हिरण, मोर और पक्षियों की 115 प्रजातियां पाई जाती हैं। अकादमी में पाए जाने वाले इन पक्षियों और जानवरों में से कई सड़कों के किनारे विभिन्न स्थानों पर प्रदर्शित रंगीन फलकों पर दर्शाए गए हैं। उनके आसपास के वातावरण को सुव्यवस्थित बनाए रखने के लिए बहुत सावधानी बरती जाती है।
यदि किसी को रास्ते से गुजरना है या किसी को ट्रेकिंग करनी है तो उसे तेज धाराओं की लुभावनी सुंदरता, हरे भरे ढलानों पर समृद्ध पत्ते, साथ ही विभिन्न प्रकार के दुर्लभ पक्षियों और जानवरों की प्रशंसा करने के लिए बार बार रुकना होगा, जो प्रकृति प्रेमियों को प्रसन्न करेगा। हम राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकादमी में बगीचे, फव्वारों, वनस्पतियों और जीवों की प्राकृतिक सुंदरता पर गर्व महसूस करते हैं।
The immaculately maintained gardens of the National Defense Academy reminds one of the words of William Wordsworth. Come forth into the light of things. Let nature be your teacher. Our cadets actively participate in this beautification process through Shramdan in maintaining their squadrons and battalion areas and also some general areas inside the campus. National Defense Academy is a perfect example of how human beings can coexist harmoniously with nature.
Word about the history of the National Defense Academy. After the Second World War, a need was felt to train cadets of the three services jointly, which would enable the warriors of the future to create synergy for combined operations. The idea of a joint services academy was conceived in 1945 with the setting up of the National War Academy Committee under the chairmanship of the then Commander-in-Chief, Field Marshal Sir Claude Auchinleck. The objective was to frame the design of an academy for the joint training of future officers. The project received impetus when Pandit Nehru foresaw the necessity of completely Indianizing the officer cadre of the armed forces.
To hasten the process, it was decided to start training straight away, and a joint services wing was established in the old prisoners of war barracks at Clementown, Dehradun on 1st January 1949. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in June 1949 formally inaugurated the Joint Services Wing, and the first course, consisting of 190 cadets, passed out from Clementown on 8 December 1950.
40 years later, history was made in 1990 when three alumni of the first course took over as chiefs of their respective services. They were General S.F. Rodriguez, Admiral L. Ramdas, and Air Chief Marshal N.C. Suri. History repeated itself in 2020 when three course mates of the 56th course, General M.M. Narvane, Admiral Karambir Singh and Air Chief Marshal RKS Bhadoria took over as chiefs of their respective services.
For the third time in the history of National Defence Academy, course-mates from the 61st course, General Manoj Pandey, Admiral R. Harikumar, and Air Chief Marshal Vivek Ram Chaudhary succeeded the course-mates of 56th course and took over as chiefs of their respective services. Furthermore, we are proud to announce that the first two chiefs of defence staff of the Indian Armed Forces, General Bipin Rawat and General Anil Chauhan, had both passed out from this prestigious institution.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cadets you see marching onto the parade ground are contingent markers taking their positions. The rest of their contingents will soon enter the parade ground from the sides of the quartermaster's fort. They will move to the left and to the right of the parade ground and then line up.
आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि आप सब अपना ध्यान सामने की तरफ ले जाएं। आप देखेंगे कि कंटिंजेंट मार्कर्स अपना स्थान ले रहे हैं। बाकी कंटिंजेंट जल्द ही परेड प्रांगण पर आएंगे और दाहिने और बाएं मुड़कर अपने स्थान पर खड़े होंगे।
Today, there are 1,250 cadets on parade. Out of these, 353 cadets of the 150th course will pass out of the National Defence Academy, out of which 229 are Army cadets, 43 Naval cadets, and 81 Air Force cadets. This term, we have 24 international cadets from 13 different countries: Bhutan, Maldives, Tanzania, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Lesotho, Kenya, Cameroon, Myanmar, Malaysia, Yemen, Mongolia, and Bangladesh, passing out with the 150th course. The National Defence Academy has stood as a shining testimony to India's relationship with its friendly foreign countries. This is evident from the fact that the National Defence Academy is presently training 131 cadets from 21 different foreign countries.
One of the greatest distinctions of the Academy is the happy camaraderie that it confers on all cadets, transcending all service barriers. And the squadron plays a vital role in inculcating this bond and spirit. The squadron acts like a home away from home for the cadets, and even when they pass out of the academy and subsequently get commissioned. This squadron spirit translates to regimental spirit and loyalty to their units and formations. of the bugles, ladies and gentlemen, heralds the entry of the cadets onto the parade ground. And there they come out to the gates of the quartermaster's fort, marching smartly to the inspirational tunes of the academy song, "Hum NDA ke cadet hain." Ladies and gentlemen, you can see the contingents marching onto the parade ground to take their positions. The magnificent charger, atop which the adjutant is astride, is the Lion Robin. This splendid and dynamic charger was born in 2009 and has been allotted to the National Defence Academy by the Mount and Veterinary Corps in 2020. This is the 11th parade for Robin as the adjutant's charger in National Defence Academy.
Leading the cadets onto the parade ground is Academy Cadet Captain Mayank Chaudhary.
Now, a word about drill. Drill inculcates discipline, which is the bedrock of military life. To those of you who have an aesthetic disposition, drill movements will symbolize the very rhyme and rhythm of the poetry of a well-ordered life. And that's precisely the primary aim of this institution, to train our cadets in the art of cultivating a way of life, in which the highest and the noblest attributes of discipline, character and courage are not only blended, but also nurtured and nourished.
Going back to the genesis of this institution, the National Defence Academy came into being at Khadakwasla in 1955. Khadakwasla was chosen as the site on account of its proximity to an operation airfield at Pune, its closeness to the sea, the presence of a lake nearby, and of course its salubrious climate.
Dwivedi and journalist.
देवियों और सज्जनों, निशान टोली निशान को परेड पर ला रही है। आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि निशान को समुचित सम्मान प्रदान करने हेतु कृपया खड़े हो जाएं तथा जो वर्दी में है वो कृपया अकादमी कैडेट कैप्टन की कमांड पर सल्यूट करें। Ladies and gentlemen, the Nishan Toli will now bring in the President's colors. When the colors are brought in, you are requested to rise and those in uniform will salute at the word of command of the Academy Cadet Captain.
The President's colors were presented to the National Defense Academy in recognition of the highest standards of training imparted here.
It is the privilege of the cadets of the passing out course to carry the President's colors. In keeping with this tradition, the cadets carrying the President's colors to the parade ground are Squadron Cadet Captain Pranjal Shankar of Oscar Squadron, flanked by Cadet Sergeant Major Adi Singh of Quebec Squadron and Cadet Sergeant Major Kushagra Verma of Bravo Squadron. Ladies and gentlemen, the parade is now lined up for review. The cadet commanding today's parade is Academy Cadet Captain Mayank Chaudhary.
The officer on the charger to your extreme left is the adjutant, Lieutenant Colonel Avinash Pandey, Sena Medal. Lieutenant Colonel Avinash Pandey is an alumnus of the 121st Course, Echo Squadron of the National Defense Academy. An accomplished infantry officer, he was commissioned into the 5th Battalion of the Kumaon Regiment in December 2012. Possessing varied operational, staff and instructional experience, the officer has served as Ghatak Platoon Commander along the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir, as Company Commander along the international border in Western Sector, and also along the line of actual control in Arunachal Pradesh and Central Sector. He has also served as Company Commander with the Rashtriya Rifles in counter-insurgency and counter-terrorism operations. The officer has served as an instructor in the Commando Wing, Pelgaon, where he imparted specialized training in small team operations to the men and officers of Indian Army and also of friendly foreign countries. Additionally, he has undertaken an overseas assignment as part of United Nations Peacekeeping Force in Democratic Republic of Congo, where for his exemplary courage, he was awarded with Sena Medal, Gallantry. The officer has been adjudged as an instructor in all courses and was awarded Best Foreign Student during Officers Weapon Course in Bangladesh. He is also a graduate of Defense Services Staff College, Wellington. The officer has assumed the appointment of adjutant on 7 June 2025.
He is ably assisted by the Assistant Adjutant, Major Aditya Nikra, an alumnus of National Defense Academy, 132nd Course, Juliet Squadron. The Armored Corps officer was commissioned into 57th Armored Regiment on 9th June 2018. The officer has the honor of commanding the Passing Out Parade and is the proud recipient of President's Gold Medal at Indian Military Academy. He has actively served as Recce Troop Leader and Squadron 2IC of his regiment along the western borders and along the line of actual control in Operation Snow Leopard. His achievement embarks the induction of tank T-90s and validating various tank runs along critical areas in the treacherous terrain of eastern Ladakh. The officer was adjudged the best and was awarded the coveted Silver Centurion in Young Officers Course Armor, adjudged as the best gunner in Armament Instructor Course and as best student in Tank Technology Course as well. He's been awarded with General Officer Commanding 18 Rapid Appreciation Certificate in 2019, General Officer Commanding in Chief Southwestern Command Commendation Card in 2020, and Snow Leopard Armored Brigade Commander's Medallion in 2022. Major Aditya Nikra took over the appointment of Assistant Adjutant in July 2025.
The actual footwork of training the cadets of the National Defense Academy in all aspects of drill is led by Subedar Major Honorary Lieutenant Dharmraj Gurung from 4th Battalion of the 1st Gorkha Rifles. The drill Subedar Major served as an instructor at the National Defense Academy and the Indian Military Academy. As regards the lineup of the contingents on parade, we have 18 squadron-wise contingents standing as per their positions in the championship banner of Autumn Term 25. And concluding the lineup is the contingent of appointments. In the center of the parade stands the Nishan Toli, proudly carrying the President's colors.
A cadet's initiation to the academy requires him to pledge himself to the nation, which is done under the aegis of the adjutant at the hut of remembrance, the Sanctum Sanctorum of the National Defense Academy. The hut serves as a constant reminder to the cadets of the lofty traditions of valor, courage, and sacrifice of their predecessors. Before the start of every term, the adjutant narrates to the cadets the importance of the Academy Honor Code and the Cadets Pledge.
During a cadet stay at the Academy, they remind themselves of their pledge to the nation by reciting the NDA prayer at the start of each day. It is essential that the cadets imbibe the right principles and are guided by a tangible code of conduct that spells out the right and the wrong. The National Defense Academy Honor Code was thus promulgated in March 1998 by Admiral Arun Prakash, the then Commandant. It sees the cadet through his basic training and even thereafter in life.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Air Vice Marshal Rajesh Verma, Vayu Sena Medal, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defense Academy. Air Vice Marshal Rajesh Verma Vayu Sena Medal was commissioned into the helicopter stream of the Flying Branch of Indian Air Force in 1994 and has flown nearly 5,000 hours on various types of helicopters and fixed-wing trainer aircraft. During his 31 years of service, the officer has undergone most of the mandatory professional courses in Indian Air Force and has held various command, staff and instructional appointments. He is a graduate of Flying Instructor School, Tactics and Air Combat Development Establishment, Defense Services Staff College, College of Air Warfare and National Defense College, Bangladesh. The officer has commanded a helicopter unit and an operational Indian Air Force base and has served as directing staff at Tactics and Air Combat Development Establishment, Defense Services Staff College and College of Air Warfare. His staff appointments include a tenure in the Policy Officers Branch, Staff Officer to Air Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Eastern Air Command and Principal Director Training at Air Headquarters. Ladies and gentlemen, Air Vice Marshal Rajesh Verma, Vayu Sena Medal, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defense Academy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Vice Admiral Anil Jaggi, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, Commandant, National Defense Academy. Vice Admiral Anil Jaggi assumed the appointment of Commandant, National Defense Academy on 1st November 2025. The Admiral is an alumnus of the Indian Naval Academy and was commissioned into the Indian Navy on 1st January 1993. The flag officer is a navigation and direction specialist, and in a career spanning over 3 decades, he has tenated various operational, staff, diplomatic, and instructional assignments. As a navigating officer, he served on board various frontline fleet ships of the Indian Navy. His subsequent afloat appointments include command of the missile vessel INS Veer, which was adjudged the most spirited ship of the 22nd Missile Squadron during his tenure. He also served as the executive officer of the frigate INS Tabar and later commanded the stealth frigate INS Sahyadri, which was declared the best ship of the Eastern Fleet under his command. He is a graduate of the Defense Services Staff College, Wellington, and the prestigious Naval War College, Goa. In addition to the career courses, the Admiral also successfully completed the United Nations Observer course from Sweden. His instructional appointments include tenures of divisional officer at his alma mater, the Indian Naval Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, Vice Admiral Anil Jaggi, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, Commandant, National Defence Academy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Lieutenant General Sandeep Jain, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, Sena Medal, General Officer, Commanding in Chief, Southern Command. Lieutenant General Sandeep Jain, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, Sena Medal, is an alumnus of National Defence Academy and was commissioned into the 13 Mahar on 11 June 1988. In an illustrious career spanning over a period of more than 37 years, the General Officer has tenated important command and staff appointments in varied operational sectors. The General Officer has done all professional courses of repute, including Defense Services Staff College, Senior Command, Higher Command, and National Defense College in Kenya. His command and staff appointments include command of an infantry battalion in semi-developed terrain, an infantry brigade in strike corps, command of counter-insurgency force and pivot corps in Northern Command. He has served in Military Operations Directorate, Military Secretary Branch, General Staff Appointment at Divisional Headquarters, Quartermaster Appointment at Corps Headquarters, and also as Director General of Civil Defense. Apart from his extended military experience, the General Officer is an avid reader and golfer. The General Officer took over the colonelcy of the Mahar Regiment on 1st August 2024 after a successful command of the prestigious Indian Military Academy and appointment of Chief of Staff, Headquarter, Southern Command. The General Officer is presently appointed as General Officer, Commanding in Chief, Southern Command. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant General Sandeep Jain, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, Sena Medal, General Officer, Commanding in Chief, Southern Command.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of General Upendra Dwivedi, Param Vishesh Seva Medal, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, Chief of the Army Staff. General Upendra Dwivedi assumed the command of the Indian Army on 30th June 2024. Prior to this, he was the Vice Chief of the Army Staff from February 2024 onwards. He hails from Madhya Pradesh and is an alumnus of Sainik School Rewa. He joined the prestigious National Defence Academy in January 1981 and was commissioned into the 18th Battalion of the Jammu and Kashmir Rifles on 15 December 1984, which he later commanded in the Kashmir Valley and the deserts of Rajasthan. From his school days, he was an outstanding sportsman and excelled in both National Defence Academy and Indian Military Academy, where he was awarded the Blue in physical training. He continued to excel post-commissioning and was awarded the Gold Medal in the physical training course. The General has a unique direction of balanced exposure along northern, western and eastern theatres in various terrain and operational environment, including deserts, high altitude, riverine, built-up area, northeast and Jammu and Kashmir. He commanded his battalion in active counter-terrorist operations in Kashmir Valley and in Rajasthan deserts in the famous Gadra Manabao area. He has been the Inspector General Assam Rifles and Sector Commander Assam Rifles in intense counter-terrorism operations and has held various other staff and command appointments in the Northeast, where he pioneered the first ever compendium on Indo-Myanmar border management. Subsequently, he commanded the Rising Star Corps along the Western Front and prestigious Northern Army from 2022 to 2024 in extremely challenging operational environment. During his command, he provided strategic guidance and operational oversight for planning and execution of sustained operations along the northern and western borders, besides orchestrating the dynamic counter-terrorism operations in Jammu and Kashmir. He was also involved in modernizing and equipping of the largest command of the Indian Army, where he steered the induction of the indigenous equipment as part of Atmanirbhar Bharat. He synergized with the people of Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh for convergent national building outcomes and infrastructure development. He has varied staff exposures, which includes handling conventional operations of Armoured Brigade in the Punjab Plains, providing logistical support to a mountain division in the northeast along the northern borders, and operations of Strike Corps in the deserts. At the integrated headquarters of Indian Army, he contributed significantly in Military Secretary's branch and was instrumental in the raising of Info Operations Section in Military Operations Directorate. Later, as the Director General of Infantry, he steered and fast-tracked capital procurement cases of weapons for all the three services, leading to significant and visible capability enhancement for our armed forces. As Deputy Chief of Information Systems and Coordination, he gave impetus towards automation and absorption of niche tech in the Indian Army. Being a tech enthusiast, he worked towards enhancing the tech threshold of all ranks in Northern Command and pushed for critical and emerging techs like big data analytics, artificial intelligence, quantum, and blockchain-based solutions. The officer's two overseas tenures include Somalia as part of Headquarters, United Nations Operations Somalia, and Seychelles as military advisor to the government of Seychelles. Besides attending the Staff College Wellington and Higher Command course at Army War College, MAU, the officer was conferred the Distinguished Fellow in the coveted National Defense College equivalent course at U.S. Army War College, Carlisle, United States of America. Complementing his illustrious military career are a Master's of Philosophy in Defense and Management Studies, in addition to the two master's degree in Strategic Studies and Military Science, including one from U.S. Army War College, United States of America. He has authored and presented articles in various professional forums and journals. Ladies and gentlemen, General Upendra Dwivedi, Param Vishesh Seva Medal, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, Chief of the Army Staff, the reviewing officer for today's parade.
1250 कोर्स दीक्षांत समारोह परेड 1250 किलोमीटर परेड पर परेड निरीक्षण के लिए हाजिर चलन चला रहे बाकी परेड वेलकम
The number of our alumni who have been decorated in war is legion. Most of them have had their baptism with fire in the wars since independence. Some where blizzards and snowstorms rule. Some where the wind blows full of sand. Some where the waves hold argument with the sky, and some in the uncharted space above. But like professional soldiers, they were conscious of the hazards of the profession they had chosen and were conscious of the contribution they were making to safeguard the sovereignty of our nation. In this long march to glory, our alumni have demonstrated exemplary courage and dedication in war and peace. They have defended our borders, kept the territorial waters safe for the nation, and touched its sky with glory. The list of our alumni who have distinguished themselves in war would read like a veritable who's who of Indian heroes. Till date, these heroes have been awarded 3 Paramveer Chakra, 32 Mahavir Chakra, 167 Veer Chakra, 12 Ashok Chakra, 47 Kirti Chakra, and 168 Shaurya Chakra.
There are some whom we always remember with special fondness. Captain Gurbachan Singh Sadaria, 10th Course, Bravo Squadron, 2nd Lieutenant Arun Khetarpal, 38th Course, Foxtrot Squadron, and Captain Manoj Kumar Pandey, 90th Course, Mike Squadron. The spirit of 394 warriors and 5 of those who went missing in action resides in the hut of remembrance behind the Sudan block, which was built brick by brick, stone by stone, with the dedicated toil of the cadets of the 10th to the 17th courses.
The reviewing officer will now review the parade. Leading the lineup is the contingent of Golf Squadron, proudly carrying the Chiefs of Staff banner. The second contingent is of Charlie Squadron. The third contingent is of Romeo Squadron. The fourth contingent is of Kilo Squadron. The fifth contingent is of Delta Squadron. The sixth contingent is of Juliet Squadron. The seventh contingent is of Alpha Squadron. The eighth contingent is of Mike Squadron. The ninth contingent is of Bravo Squadron. The Nishan Tolu proudly carrying the President's colours. The 10th contingent is of India Squadron. The 12th contingent is of Lima Squadron. The 13th contingent is of Hunter Squadron. The 14th contingent is of Oscar Squadron. The 15th contingent is of Echo Squadron. The 16th contingent is of Foxtrot Squadron. The 17th contingent is of Quebec Squadron. The 18th contingent is of Panther Squadron.
Concluding the lineup is the appointments contingent, led by Academy Cadet Adjutant Piyush Rotela. The list of achievements of National Defence Academy alumni is endless. But from gallantry in war, our alumni have displayed exemplary courage and self-sacrifice even while they have been away from the battlefield. The Ashok Chakra, the highest peacetime gallantry award, winners of National Defence Academy are Second Lieutenant P.M. Raman, 6th Course, Alpha Squadron; Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma, 35th Course, Juliet Squadron; Colonel N.J. Nair, 38th Course, India Squadron; Major Sudhir Kumar, 72nd Course, Juliet Squadron; Captain A.S. Jasrotia, 73rd Course, Echo Squadron; Major R.K. June, 78th Course, Kilo Squadron; Second Lieutenant Rakesh Singh, 79th Course, Bravo Squadron; Second Lieutenant Puneet Dutt, 87th Course, Echo Squadron; Major Sandeep Unikrishnan, 94th Course, Oscar Squadron; Major Mohit Sharma, 95th Course, India Squadron; Major D. Raghuraman, 95th Course, November Squadron; Captain Harshan Radhakrishnan, 101st Course, Gold Squadron; and Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, 108th Course, Hunter Squadron.
The cadets of National Defence Academy follow in the footsteps of some of our illustrious alumni who scaled the highest peaks in the Himalayas, sailed around the world, and also done the country proud on the sports field. Some of those whom we mention with special pride are Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma, Ashok Chakra, the first Indian to enter space; Commander Dilip Dhonde, Shaurya Chakra, the first Indian solo circumnavigator of the globe; Captain H.D. Motewala, who became the first Indian to be awarded the prestigious Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, Dronacharya Award, and the Arjuna Award for yachting; Wing Commander Yashwant Anil Narayan Petkar swam across the English Channel twice, creating national and Asian record.
मेजर अभिजीत सिंह माउंट एवरेस्ट चढ़ने वाले पहले पूर्व एलमनस है। अर्जुन पुरस्कार प्राप्त करने वाले कर्नल राज्यवर्धन सिंह राठौर ने एथेंस ओलंपिक 2004 में डबल ट्रैप शूटिंग में रजत पदक प्राप्त किया।
Captain Atul Sinha, Indian Navy, and Lieutenant Commander Farooq Tarapur represented India in yachting and sailing in the 16th Asian Games held in 2010 in China and won the silver medal. Captain Sinha, a Chhatrapati Shivaji Award recipient, also mentored Team Navika Sagar Parikrama and completed the Cape to Rio race in a record time of 20.8 days in 2017.
एक्सेप्ट मंचे गुजरेगा गोल गोलन आगे ब्रेक दाहिने चलेगा दाहिने मोड़
You can now see the cadets march forward to the martial tune of Kadam Kadam Badhai Ja.
Ladies and gentlemen, the parade is accompanied by flypast. The first flypast was by 3 Chetak helicopters in ensign formation. Captaining the first helicopter was Wing Commander Bhushan S. Rao, and his co-pilot was Flight Lieutenant Nikhil Sai Yadav, 142nd Course Hunter Squadron. The second helicopter was flown by Wing Commander Pankaj Borkar, 114th Course Oscar Squadron, and his co-pilot was Lieutenant Commander Amit Sharma. The third helicopter was flown by Wing Commander Chirag Anand, 121st Course Juliet Squadron, and his co-pilot was Squadron Leader Gaurav Kumar Dev, 128th Course Mike Squadron. The second flypast will be by 3 Super Dimona aircrafts in 3 Shakti formation. The first aircraft will be flown by Wing Commander Tanwar, 106th Course Hunter Squadron, and his co-pilot will be Squadron Leader Lonkar, 126th Course Lima Squadron. The second aircraft will be captained by Wing Commander R.K. Sharma, and his co-pilot is Wing Commander Manu, 114th Course Juliet Squadron. The third aircraft will be flown by Group Captain Mangesh Zade, 91st Course Charlie Squadron, and his co-pilot is Squadron Leader Abhilash. The third flypast will be by 3 Su-30 aircrafts in Rhino formation. Flying the first aircraft will be Group Captain Ronit Banerjee, 110th Course Alpha Squadron, and his co-pilot will be Flight Lieutenant Shubdeep Aulak, 140th Course Oscar Squadron. The second aircraft will be flown by Wing Commander S.B. Rai, 119th Course Kilo Squadron, and his co-pilot will be Squadron Leader Varun Dhaya, 128th Course Hunter Squadron. The third aircraft will be captained by Wing Commander Aniket Patil, 120th Course India Squadron, and his co-pilot will be Flight Lieutenant Thopcham Thompson Methi, 139th Course Mike Squadron. The entire flypast has been coordinated by Squadron Leader Ninad Mahajan, 128th Course Quebec Squadron.
In all nations, martial music has accompanied feats of arms, serving the twofold purpose of inspiring the troops to fight and as a method of conveying orders. It was used in the time of battle as means of exciting that grand passion which the fiercest of nation could not. Playing this inspiring music today, we have 4 bands. These bands are the National Defence Academy Military Band, led by Subedar C. Shankar, the National Defence Academy Pipe and Drums Band, led by Naib Subedar B.M. Kamble, the Naval Military Band, led by Master Chief Petty Officer Pal Raj, the Artillery Center Nasik Band, led by Naib Subedar Manoj Sahu.
देवियों और सजनी, अब सभी से अनुरोध है कि जब निशान टोली निशान के साथ आपके सामने से गुजरे तब कृपया खड़े हो जाएं तथा जो वर्दी में हैं वे कृपया सैल्यूट कर निशान को सम्मान प्रदान करें। Ladies and gentlemen, when the Nishan Toli passes in front of you, you are requested to rise and those in uniform will salute as a mark of respect for the President's colors.
Leading the parade is Academy Cadet Captain Mayank Chaudhary, followed by the cadets of Gold Squadron, proudly carrying the Chief's Staff banner. The contingent is led by Squadron Cadet Captain Ayush Kant Chaubey.
Ladies and gentlemen, flying across the parade ground are 3 Super Dimona aircraft in 3 Shakti formation.
The contingent of Charlie Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Yagna Bharat Pathak. contingent of Romeo Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Jatin Singh Bisht. The contingent of Kilo Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Vikrant Dhaka. The contingent of Delta Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Neema Sange Tamang. The contingent of Juliet Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Rohit Kumar. The contingent of Alpha Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Karan Singh Rana. The contingent of Mike Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Dev Vishal Lumba. The contingent of Bravo Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Jatin Panchal. The Nishan Tori, proudly carrying the President's colours.
The contingent of India Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Bhavesh Kumar. The contingent of November Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Manas Sharma. The contingent of Lima Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Aditya Pratap Singh. The contingent of Hunter Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Chirag Chaudhary. The contingent of Oscar Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Yadraj Nambiar. The contingent of Echo Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Amit Singh. The contingent of Foxtrot Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Ayushi Patel. The contingent of Quebec Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Sagar Joshi. The contingent of Panther Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Mohammad Wasim. Concluding the lineup is the appointments contingent, led by Academy Cadet Adjutant Piyush Rautela. And finally, Lieutenant Colonel Avinash Pandey, Sena Medal, Adjutant, National Defence Academy, saluting the reviewing officer on his charger, Reliant Robin.
The cadets of this institution have been consistent in making the most of the excellent all-round training facilities available at the Academy. One important aspect of training in National Defence Academy is the camps they attend during their second, fourth and sixth term. The participation in these camps in the Academy prepares them for further military challenges and helps in building an overall sense of camaraderie, bond, team spirit and quick adaptation to unknown and difficult conditions.
Ladies and gentlemen, among various sports events which happened during Spring Term 26, the Inter-Squadron basketball competition was won by Foxtrot Squadron. The Inter-Squadron hockey competition was won by Charlie Squadron. The Inter-Squadron cross-country competition, which tests the physical and mental endurance of our young cadets, was won by Delta Squadron.
Ladies and gentlemen, the equestrian training team of National Defense Academy has won the General Thimaiya Polo Cup 2026, which was played between the cadets of National Defense Academy and Indian Military Academy at New Delhi on 24th March 2026. The team also won a total of 31 medals in the Delhi Horse Show 2026 held at the same venue, which includes 9 gold, 11 silver and 11 bronze medals. Also, the team secured 6 highly commended positions in various events. A total of 4 blues, 5 half blues and 8 merit cards were awarded to cadets in spring term 2026 on the basis of their exceptional performance in riding.
Ladies and gentlemen, we take immense care at National Defense Academy to ensure the all-round development of our cadets and the various activities directed towards this end. It goes without saying that the primary aim of this institution is to produce military leaders. The results of the training year are seen in the many wars India has fought over the years and the senior appointments achieved by the alumni. The National Defense Academy can take justifiable pride in the fact that its alumni have brought glory to themselves and their alma mater on the battlefield time and again. The number of gallantry awards won by alumni is ample testimony to this fact.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you look to the extreme left, you can see Divisional Cadet Captain Dheeraj Meena from Golf Squadron coming to hand over the Chiefs of Staff banner to drill instructor Company Havaldar Major Pradeep Kumar Sahu of 8th Battalion of the Bihar Regiment, who is receiving this on behalf of the Academy, so that it can now be presented to the squadron that has won the championship this term. Earlier, we had the Commandant's banner for the champion squadron. The Chiefs of Staff banner was instituted during autumn term 1980. Bravo Squadron was the first to win it then.
Ladies and gentlemen, on today's parade, we have both female and male cadets as cane pilots. These cadets are Cadet Aditya Jayant Maheskar, Cadet Shubham Singh Mehra, Cadet Sadhak Sakola, Sergeant Bhanu Pratap Singh Rathore, Cadet Khushi Kumari, Cadet Gargi, Sergeant Naveen, and Sergeant Sarthak Raj Patil. The names of the cadets for table toli are Cadet Ariman Paintse, Cadet Bharat Singh Rathore, Cadet Abhinandan Gupta, Sergeant Mayank Singh Sajwan, Cadet S.N. Gosavi, and Cadet Rajat Singh.
The reviewing officer will present medals to the award winners in a short while. The President's Gold Medal is awarded to Battalion Cadet Captain Rohit Kajla of India Squadron. The President's Silver Medal is awarded to Academy Cadet Adjutant Piyush Rautela of Mike Squadron. The President's Bronze Medal goes to Battalion Cadet Captain Sahil Sharma of Bravo Squadron. Winner of the Chiefs of Staff banner, Charlie Squadron.
The President's Gold, Silver and Bronze medals are awarded to the cadets standing first, second and third in the overall order of merit of the passing out course. The overall order of merit is judged on the basis of the cadets' performance in parameters like academics, outdoor training activities, joint service training, officer-like qualities and specialized service subjects during the course of training at the National Defence Academy.
The Chiefs of Staff banner is awarded to the squadron standing first in the overall championship. The championship is decided on the basis of points gained by the squadron in the various inter-squadron competitions held during the term. The squadron with the highest aggregate is declared the champion squadron.
Squadron Cadet Captain Yagna Bharat Pathak of Charlie Squadron will receive the Chiefs of Staff banner. The pride of these four young men is evident as they march forward to receive their well-deserved awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, a carrier belt is being slung over the shoulder of Squadron Cadet Captain Yagna Bharat Pathak of Charlie Squadron so that he can now receive the coveted Chiefs of Staff banner.
The reviewing officer is now requested to present medals to the award winners and the Chiefs of Staff banner to the champion squadron of this term. The President's Gold Medal is awarded to Battalion Cadet Captain Rohit Kajla of India Squadron. The President's Silver Medal is awarded to Academy Cadet Adjutant Piyush Rautela of Mike Squadron. The President's Bronze Medal goes to Battalion Cadet Captain Sahil Sharma of Bravo Squadron. Winner of the Chiefs of Staff banner, Charlie Squadron.
Rapat! Tigaan! Get! Rapat! Salute! Rapat! Pitchet! But Rapat! Budget!
इन कैडेटों ने न केवल अपने स्क्वाड्रन का नाम गौरवान्वित किया है बल्कि अपने माता पिता का शीर्ष भी गर्व से ऊंचा कर दिया है।
चार्ली स्क्वाड्रन के कैडेटों के लिए भी यह अत्यंत हर्ष व उल्लास का समय है कि उन्होंने पढ़ाई, शारीरिक प्रशिक्षण, खेलकूद व क्वायत जैसी गतिविधियों में अपनी महारत साबित कर चीफ ऑफ स्टाफ के प्रतिष्ठित ध्वज को प्राप्त किया है। चैंपियन स्क्वाड्रन होने के कारण चार्ली स्क्वाड्रन के कैडेट अब दाहिने कंधे पर लैन्यार्ड लगाने के साथ साथ अपने स्क्वाड्रन भवन के आगे 2 समारोहिक तोपें भी रख सकते हैं। साथ ही वे अपने स्क्वाड्रन भवन पर चीफ ऑफ स्टाफ के प्रतिष्ठित ध्वज को फहरा भी सकते हैं।
The medal winners are marching back to take their positions. It is indeed a proud moment for them as well as for all those who have been associated with their training here and, of course, for their parents. For the cadets of Charlie Squadron, it is also a special occasion as they have been declared the champion squadron and have received the prestigious Chiefs of Staff banner. The distinction of being the champion squadron entitles the squadron to put up the banner atop the squadron building next term. It also entitles the squadron to display 2 ceremonial guns at the entrance to the squadron, symbolizing their achievement.
It gives the cadets of the squadron the proud privilege of wearing the red-colored lanyard on the right shoulder, unlike the cadets of all the other squadrons who wear it on the left shoulder. It is indeed a rare honor for Charlie Squadron because They've been adjudged the champion squadron. The reviewing officer is requested to kindly address the parade.
Lieutenant General Sandeep Jain, GOC&C Southern Command, Vice Admiral Anil Jaggi, Commandant NDA, proud parents, instructors, distinguished guests, members of the media, cadets on parade, a very good morning and Jai Hind to all of you. Reviewing the passing out parade of the 150th course, today is a poignant and particularly a personal moment for me. More than 42 years ago, I passed out through this very quarterdeck, carrying the pride of what this academy had made me, rearing to have a rendezvous with what may lie ahead. Today, as I stand before you at the far end of a life in uniform, preparing to doff mine as you prepare to don yours, I can tell you with certainty what you begins here endures forever. At the outset, my sincere compliments to the parade commander and all of the cadets for the immaculate turnout, soldierly bearing, and an impressive standard of drill. My special compliments to the award winners. Well done and keep it up. Special compliments from a Cheetah Chief to Cheetah Squad for the banner. I also wish to acknowledge 24 cadets from 12 friendly foreign countries passing out today. You came from different soils, but you leave shaped by the same ground and the same values. Carry the bonds formed here, as it is often such ties built long before rank and command quietly sustain peace between nations. Dear officer cadets of the spring term, the world you are stepping into does not pause for introductions. The boundary between competition and conflict has blurred. Threats today do not always arrive in uniform or on a declared front. From contested gray zones to the high velocity warfare, today's security environment demands that those who serve must think sharply as they act. Operation Sindoor demonstrated that and set the benchmark where national will was expressed with precision and resolve, defining how Bharat responds to provocation. That standard now belongs to you to uphold. The integrated response you witnessed in Operation Sindoor was built on exactly the kind of foundation NDA lays down. Jointness, not as a concept studied, but as an instinct lived alongside soldiers of all three services from day one. As our defense services deepen their integrated structures, remember, irrespective of the uniform we wear next, you will serve shoulder to shoulder again, both men and women. What this academy has given you is learning that must never stop. In 4 decades of soldiering, the finest officers I have come across were not those decorated earliest. They were those who remained students longest, who walked into every assignment asking, what must I learn here, rather than what must I prove here? That hunger protected the uniform demands hungry minds. Alongside that hunger, 3 qualities will shape the kind of officer and leader you become: attitude, adaptability, and ability. Remember the sequence. Attitude is your inner anchor. It holds when everything else shifts. Adaptability is not about changing with the wind. It is about holding your course while absorbing the turbulence. And ability goes beyond skill. It is the capacity to inspire confidence, make sound decisions, and stay composed under pressure. Nurture all 3 with discipline, curiosity, and courage. As you prepare to lead soldiers, I leave you with one simple thought. Leadership, when it is real, it is not announced. It is recognized quietly by the soldiers beside you. I have commanded in conditions where no plan survived first contact. What held us together in those moments was not firepower. it was character. Lead so that your soldiers choose to follow, not because they must, but because they trust you. As I look at this parade today, there is one more acknowledgement I wish to make with genuine pride. The female cadets passing out with this course. They stood in every formation, met every standard, and on this parade square today, they are indistinguishable from anyone else. That is exactly the point as in the battles ahead. Grit, tenacity, and resolve, no gender. That is, battle is always gender neutral. I am confident you will serve with distinction in respective services you join. To the families in these stands, your sacrifice is written into every step your son or daughter took on this ground. You held the faith quietly and from a distance through every demanding term. Today belongs to you as much as to them. Be proud as you have every reason to be. To the instructors, staff, and drill ustads, the finest qualities visible on this parade square today bear your fingerprints. Well done. Officer cadets of the 150th course, you leave this parade square not having arrived, but having begun with the words this academy was built upon. Seva Parmo Dharma, service above all. Every difficult question this calling asks of you, every moment where duty and comfort pull in different directions, that is the answer. And it is what you must carry as you begin. Step forward, serve well. The nation expects nothing less. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the President's colors are being carried off the parade ground, you are requested to rise, and those in uniform will salute at the word of command of the Academy Cadet Captain.
The President's Color Award is one of the highest honor that is bestowed upon any military unit. It is also known as Rashtrapati Ka Nishan in Hindi. A special flag known as Nishan is given to the unit as part of the award. The President's Color Award is a prestigious honor awarded by the President, Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces of India, to armed forces unit that has rendered exceptional service to the nation. While the practice of carrying colors into the battlefield has stopped, the tradition of receiving, holding, and parading the color continues even today in the armed forces.
कैडेट परेड की समाप्ति के लिए अपना अपना स्थान ले रहे हैं। दीक्षांत समारोह का गौरव व गरिमा से पूर्ण अवसर कैडेटों के 3 वर्ष के कठिन परिश्रम का सबसे महत्वपूर्ण दिन है।
The cadets are now forming up in preparation for the culmination of the parade. The cadets of the passing out course will proceed towards the Antim Pag at the quarterdeck. The Antim Pag is marked at the quarterdeck, which symbolizes the passing out of the cadets of the 150th course. Later, when the band will play the lilting tune of Odd Lang Syne, which will take most of you down the memory lane, the junior cadets will go back to the quartermaster's fort away from you, and the cadets of the passing out course will march towards the quarterdeck. The parade will culminate with cadets of the passing out course and the junior courses forming up and marching slow.
Crossing the threshold of the quarterdeck enables them to join the galaxy of National Defense Academy alumni. This is a day of mixed sentiments. The joy of success and sorrow of separation stand as a testimony to the firm concepts of discipline and determination, which molds them as young leaders.
The passing out parade is a moment of retrospection to see how discipline has shaped our young cadets. Discipline has always been the bedrock of training at the National Defense Academy. As old order changes, yielding place to new, the discipline at the National Defense Academy has been given new directions without changing its basic fabric.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of odd lang syne? These lines are a fitting tribute to the days gone by of lifelong friendships and unbreakable bond between the cadets of the Tri Services established at the National Defense Academy during their years of training. The cadets pass out of National Defense Academy for the second lap of their journey in different academies, but with a deep sense of connection between them, developed at their alma mater.
The junior cadets are now marching back towards the quartermaster's fort, while the cadets of the 150th course march towards the quarterdeck. They will step on the quarterdeck, salute the national flag on the mast, and bid farewell to the academy, their home for the past 3 years.
If you look to the left and to the right of the quarterdeck, you'll see cadets manning the Jacob's ladders on the quarterdeck mast. These cadets belong to the first and second term of the academy. They'll cheer the cadets of the passing out course. There'll be a fly past to honor the success of the passing out course as the cadets approach the quarterdeck. We wish the cadets of the 150th course good fortune and glorious years of service to the nation in keeping up with the highest traditions of the academy and living up to its motto, service for self.
सच है, विपत्ति जब आती है, कायर को ही दहलाती है। सूरमा नहीं विचलित होते, क्षण एक नहीं धीरज खोते। विघ्नों को गले लगाते हैं, कांटों में राह बनाते हैं। शूलों को मुंह लगाते हैं, पर खुद धरती पर छाते हैं।
आज 150 कोर्स के कैडेट्स इसी दृढ़ निश्चय व इन्हीं फौलादी इरादों के साथ जीवन के अगले पड़ाव की ओर बढ़ रहे हैं।
It is this discipline and loyalty that the nation is proud of in every warrior, which are painstakingly developed and engraved here at the National Defence Academy.
The National Defence Academy stands for traditions, built over years of experience with excellence through training and hard work. Culture growing out of such traditions has molded every generation of cadets in the unified battle.
Ladies and gentlemen, in view of the solemnity of the occasion, we request you to remain seated while the passing out course cadets are in the process of taking formal leave of the academy. You are requested to leave the parade ground only after the reviewing officer and other senior dignitaries have departed.
देवियों और सज्जनों, आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि जब पासिंग आउट कोर्स के कैडेट धीरे चाल से क्वार्टर डेक से गुजरे, तब अपना स्थान तब तक न छोड़ें जब तक मुख्य अतिथि प्रस्थान न करें।
Out of the night that covers me, glad as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstances, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeoning of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place, wrath and tears looms but the light of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Being an officer means above all being a leader of men. National Defence Academy is the ideal opportunity for young cadets to imbibe important aspects of leadership like courage, stamina, team spirit, physical fitness, mental toughness, the will to win. This value system is very faithfully upheld by all the cadets of the academy. In fact, they tend to develop a motto which says, winning is not everything, it is the only thing.
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you have spoken, twisted by knaves to make it stand for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to, broken, and stoop and build them up with worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it in one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, not lose the common touch. If with the foes, not loving friends can hurt you. If all men count with you, but not too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. Which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Ladies and gentlemen, please look ahead. You can see 3 Su-30 aircrafts approaching the quarter deck.
And so we bid cadet youth to the 150th course, wishing them well in their journey. Ladies and gentlemen, the Academy Cadet Adjutant and the Academy Cadet Captain are now approaching the quarterdeck.
The fragrance in the air of the National Defence Academy is enough to raise a storm of nostalgia in the minds of not only its alumni but also those who've had a sojourn here. The passing out parade is thus not the end but a beginning.
This is your commentary team signing off. The members of the commentary team are Cadet Khushi Jhangu, Cadet Anshi Singh, Cadet C. Arav, Cadet Bhumika Adhikari, Cadet Mahi Tomar, Cadet Adipatya Siddharth Sharma, Cadet Devika Singh Kanthala, Cadet Arush Goswami, Cadet Gauravi Soni, Cadet Trisha Tiwari, Cadet Arnav Kaliraman, Cadet Rishika Singh, Cadet Ravi Ranjan, Cadet Lincoln Bhardwaj, and Lieutenant Indian Navy Shaunak Anand and Squadron Leader Abhinav Sharma. Thank you and Jai Hind.